and welcome to this quick web class training. I know I'm on a little late. I do apologize. Do apologize a lot. I had a little technical difficulties. I'm glad you're here with me. And even if you're catching it on the replay, I'm trying to bring this to you before the end of the year so you can at least get some kind of pointers, some quick tidbits that you can implement in your business, in your personal training, in your yoga, in your group classes, so you could implement a similar strategy and hopefully you could get same or better results than me as well. So that's that. So are we live? If you're live with me right now, I want you to just say yes, I'm live in the chat so I can know I'm talking to someone. So are we live? Let's look and say, most people say yes. Yes, you're live. You're seeing me live. Okay, cool. So with that said, let's get straight to it. I'm just making sure we are live here. I'm just checking quickly to see if we are live on. Okay. Let me see. Add a group. No groups. Good. Good. Save. And it's done. Good. I hope you could see me live. That's my whole biggest thing right now. Is I want to make sure you could see me. I could see you. Good. So since you can see me, I can see you. I'm okay with that. 100% okay with that. So let's dive straight into it. Today, I take some notes here to keep myself on point because there's so much stuff I want to cover. And if you have any questions, I leave it up to you to just ask me those questions, save them up, write them down, and ask me at the end of this quick web class. So today, my goal, what I would like to do today is I would like to share with you this weird client conversion strategy that I currently use to make myself just a little over $18,497 a day, and how you could actually just knock this off in 10 minutes, and I'll show you how you could do that throughout this class. So you need to stick with me with this, right? The information I'm sharing with you is so powerful. You had to promise me that you wouldn't use it for evil. Yes, you had to promise me right now you wouldn't use this for evil because this is extremely, extremely powerful. So are you excited and ready to hear how you could actually get some clients, converting a high amount of clients so you can make at least $18,497 a day? Okay, and if you want to actually learn how to knock it off in like 10 minutes, I want to hear you tell me yes, because I already know this stuff already. And I just want to make sure this is the right crowd who want to know the information as well. Okay, so that's cool. Quick disclaimer is this is not no get rich quick thing, but I can say this. First and foremost, I got into this because I just wanted to pay the bills. I wanted to be able to support myself, my family, and I had a vision in my head. If I could just make $250,000 a year, I'm okay with that. So I said, okay, I took that number and I said, how much? And I divided by 12 months. And I said, okay, so each month I need to make this amount. So I said, okay, I divided again. I said, how much do I need to make per day? And I came up to $684.93. And that was the big number. I said, okay, so if that's the number, how much clients do I need to train and how much would I charge them? And that's how I came up with my number. And that was originally my whole quest. And so I was charging people at that time between $75 to $100. And then I increased it within 3 months after, 6 months after. And yep, I hit my goal before the end of the year that year. And I want to show you how you could actually do it the same. I share the same information with a good friend of mine. He's also a personal trainer in New York City, and he was struggling a little. He had a little self-doubt when it comes to selling and being out there because he's very reserved, but he's very good in what he do. He transformed people's life, and I shared the same information with him, and he was able to replicate it and bring in for the first time, just the first shot, was able to bring in just over $90,000 a year, and he wasn't just pushing himself hard. So I'm just trying to show you, even if you don't do 100% and you just do 10%, you'll still walk away really, really good. But what I'm going to show you today is not my beginning. I'm going to show you where I am, and I'm going to show you some stuff that I have been doing in my business currently, and how you could just knock it out so you can you can not just make a fortune to help pay the bills and take the vacation you want, and take care of your family like you like, buy the home that you like. But you could actually start to get the clients you want, enjoy the job you do. You understand? Because most of us, we're ready to throw in the towel. We're frustrated trying to get people, and we are sinking, and we had to juggle a second job just to make ends meet. I'm going to show you that second job, that Uber Eats. You can leave that aside, because from today onwards, you'll have the skill set, the information you need to actually start to make it and have this job as the one and only, enjoying what you do and still making a fortune, a good living from it. Right? Who is this for? Quick. Who is this for? This is for anybody who already have a business, a fitness business. It could be entrepreneur, solopreneur, a big gym, a studio, one-on-one off thing. This is definitely for you. Also, who is this also for? This is for anybody who's thinking about starting into the fitness business and trying to jump now into entrepreneur land because they saw what happened in 2020 and they said, you know what, I need to secure my tomorrow. I'm not waiting for the government to dictate my tomorrow. I want to take control, in charge of my tomorrow. This is also for you. And even if you're working at a gym and you said, I'm not that kind of entrepreneur, but I'm still working at a gym and I love working at my big box gyms. It could be the Equinox or the Crunches or the World. And you say to yourself, I want to be able to get clients in and enjoy what I do. This is also for you, and I'll show you exactly how. So one of the biggest things I'm going to show you is this. I'm going to show you how easily you can make this happen. And the whole goal for this entire web class is to show you the only way for you to get massive amount of clients and make the money is through one-to-many closing or conversion. And the only way you could achieve this one-to-many selling or conversion is through mass conversion. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. So are you excited to learn and understand how you can do this as well? Put it in the chat. I need to know. I don't want to feel like I'm talking to the wall here. So put in the chat, yes, you're interested in finding out how you could actually learn this mass conversion strategy. So quick background about who am I? Well, for those who don't know me as yet, my name is Joel Olivier, and I'm a personal trainer, wellness coach, and this is what I enjoy. I started off first into personal training and nutrition, but over the years, I learned so much and absorbed so much. I don't like to really call myself a personal trainer, but I have to tell you, that's my foundation: personal training, nutrition, wellness. This is what I enjoy. I've been doing this now for over 2 decades. Yep, for quite some time. You can kind of date me, kind of maybe on the left side. I enjoy this a lot, but my passion started from this many years ago. And it started while I was doing martial arts, and while throughout college, I started to learn more of this stuff, and I realized this is something I really am passionate about. This is what I enjoy. This is something I want to do for a living. It's transforming people's life. And back then, when I got my first certification, I worked at the famous Bally's Total Fitness Gym back in the days, and I started off in personal training and also in sales and membership sales. It's just crazy, right? So I was learning both the selling aspect and the personal training aspect simultaneously. And I was blessed to be surrounded with some of the best in the game, the high hitters, the big rollers in the game at that time. And I was blessed to be around them, that I learned so much about this. However, during, Bally's is no more, and Bally's went through some financial issues and stuff. Because, long story short, many of us were full loaded, didn't have a place again, and I knew I still wanted to do this as a living. So what I did is, what I learned there, I tried to implement it in my personal little hustle to see how it will work. I'm going to realize it wasn't working as I thought at all. What I observe is the big box strategy to getting clients is different from a small mom and pop or individuals, a little different, because they have a bigger budget, and the way they spend and the way they advertise it is totally different for different reasons. And I was lost in that mix, and it just wasn't working for me. And I hit like a bottom shelf. I feel like I wasn't going nowhere. I feel just a give up. I was thinking about just finding a job, in aviation, because that's what I went to school originally for. And I was kind of at a standstill position. And I remember I met the same marketer. He was like the head marketer from Bally's. I saw him a day on the street, and I said, "Hey, what's up, man?" But he knew me because I was this guy who loved selling. I learned a lot about sales in Bally's, and he knew my name because I was like one of the number one guys there. And he said, "Hey, I know you." I said, yeah, I want to get some tips from you. What should I do if I want to kind of grow my business as a personal trainer or nutrition coach? What are my strategies I should be doing to get clients? Just like the question you're asking right now. And he told me some old school strategy, which resonated a lot. He said, "Hey, you need to make a lot of noise, a ton of noise. Put up your hands, making the people know you exist. And these are the services that you could help them with to solve their problem." And I said, wow, okay, that's sounding good. So he said the simple things like you used to do, you could do them in this as well. And he mentioned the lead boxes that back in the days had the lead boxes. I don't know if you can remember. You had a box and you have enter to win whatever prize and put your name and phone number. And that was it. So I do that. I got some lead boxes. I put it in the Chinese stores, in the supermarkets, in the donut shops, in the pizzeria. And every week I'll go back and see how much leads right down to win the stuff. And that's one way that I was getting leads. The next way is I did it on the local newspapers as well. And I got leads as well. But what I observe is it was a continuous thing. I always have to do it. I'm not saying you should pause, but I didn't like the way and the type of client I was sometimes getting as well. The messaging was so broad. Yes, it was resonating with certain people, but I was getting a ton of crazy quacks too that I didn't enjoy training at all. So when you see Google ads was trying to really press play, and then Facebook came about as well, I took those same strategies and I implemented. But it's only when I met this sales guy, he's this so-called guru, and he was talking about the art of selling. There's two types of selling: one-to-one selling or one-to-many selling. And he said, if you really want to make a big payday, the biggest impact is one-to-many. And that stood out to me because I was fairly good in the one-to-one, and I feel like I had to be doing a lot of one-to-one throughout the day to sell, and I still had to train. So it was really tedious and tiring and trying to plug them in. It was crazy because I'm having 9-10 people want to come in per day, and then I still have like 9 or 10 people to still train. So it was really hectic to try to plug it in and try to sell them quickly, and like rushing it, and It wasn't nice. So when he told me that, something clicked in my head because I knew I had to do something different. I wasn't getting time to spend with my family. I was getting burnt out. It was affecting my health. Yes, I couldn't get a chance to even work out as I like, and I didn't like it no more. And I knew I have to do something different. And when I heard that, I said, enough is enough. Enough is enough, because when I was doing that, exactly that one-to-one, that kind of style, I remember that the second year I was doing it, I made a ton of money, a lot of money, because I realized I could get more people. So I was charging much, much more. So I said, you know what, I'll crush it that year. And I did, but it affected my health. I ended up in the hospital because I thought I was getting a stroke or nervous breakdown or something, because I was working so much hours and so little sleep. It was ridiculously crazy. I was hardly seeing my kid, and it was still a newborn. My wife, I had no time. And when I found out about that one-to-many, I said, okay, this is what I have to do. Because if I don't do something, something will do me and it'll affect my health. And I don't want to affect my health that I cannot provide for my family. So I knew I had to make a big change, and I did. I learned everything I could about this one-to-many selling. I learned everything. I bought the books, the course, the seminars, the workshops. I got a mentor, multiple mentors. Whew. And it took me a while to kind of craft my own thing, because many people had their own philosophies and ideas of how to do it, which is all good. But my personality, I love selling but I didn't like being perceived like a salesperson. And I know you might know what I'm talking about, because it feels very awkward every month, like making the conversation about renewing for the next month and for the next month. It sometimes gets awkward, right? And I didn't like that. I didn't want to do that no more. So what I started to do is this. My first attempt to this whole thing is, I said, okay, these are the first groups I enjoy training. I said, I enjoy training. And at that time, I thought I knew what I knew. But again, that's why I love the whole game of fitness and wellness. I covered my niche first. I said, you know what? I want to train the very affluent, millennial, Asian, mainly Chinese people in New York City, because there was nobody I observed is actually targeting that mass audience. So I found out where exactly they hang out online, and I realized there is these apps that they hang out and hang out on. And I said, okay, I need to be there, find out what's going on. Although I couldn't really translate sometimes. One of my clients, who was Asia, she was from China, from Beijing, she was helping me with that as well. So what I did is I started to invite them down every single Sunday. And I used to get 30, 50, sometimes 65 people coming on one Sunday, and I will give them a speed, walk them through the gym, create a kind of gamification challenge, give them prizes, and at the end, I offer them the program. And usually, I could have tell from who come, I know off the back, I will close at least 25% off the back. So I know if 25 come, I know I'll close X amount. That's all the time. But that was an originally beginning. And more I did it, is more I get to observe the objections, what they expect, what's going on in the mind process. And more I started to know about it, I could have refined my message. And now I was moving from 25% to 60% and above, sometimes 75% closing. So when they come in, and it wasn't feeling salesy at all. The whole experience was such a nice one that they was willing and ready to just pull out the credit card and buy. So usually, let's say 25 people come down, I'll close sometime 18 to 20 people off the bat. No, I had this big bulk of money coming in every single Sunday, And now I knew that I needed to step up the game because I had so much people coming in, I needed help. So I started to get some trainers to help me out. I pay them, and in return, I make the maximum amount. And I was not only able to make that amount I tell you per day, that was when I first started, right? And now you're looking at much, much more than that. And you could do the same thing if you want to do it in person or online. Because since 2020, I took that same philosophy, one to many, and I did it online. And now online, I didn't have a limit of how much people I could get. Now the sky's the limit, or Zoom is the limit, right? So I was able now to not just get 20 people, but I was now starting to get hundreds and thousands of people on one shot, and on train all of them one time and make maximum amount. And you could do the same thing. So just imagine for a moment, you get 50 people, just 50 people. And those 50 people, it's buying into your service, right, at $1,000 for the next 3 months. Now, how much money is that? Let's do the math. That is $50,000 every 3 months. You duplicate that by four times a year, right? Quarterly. You're now looking at how much? $200,000 per year. Easily. How much time do you have to work? 1 hour a day, or sometimes just 3 hours a week. That's it. If you choose not to do the online space, you could do it in person and still make a killing. So one to many is the way to go, hands down, period. Totally period. That's how it is. So if you really want to learn how to do that, I would like to share with you that strategy. This whole thing took me years to formulate, to really master and craft. It took me up to almost 10 years plus to really have the message down pack. And this is what I would like to share with you. You don't have to go the hard route like what I did at all. You could actually do this in short space of time. You don't have to go and buy all the books, all the courses, and get all the... No. You could actually get this done. I'm talking about me and you. You could knock this out in record-breaking time and see the results for yourself. What I had to do, some of the stuff that I had to learn throughout the period of time, I had to learn the art of selling one to many. I had to learn copywriting. Copywriting is writing words that sell, right? I had to learn the tech side, how to create a website and the flows. I learned about email marketing. I studied different form of advertisement marketing and market research, and so much, not just sales, because sales is one arm of the big umbrella called marketing. So I had to learn all these nuances, hire lawyers to create contracts, and I did all of that, and cost me tens of thousands of dollars. In total, over the years, it brought me up to almost $96,000 of expense I spent on myself to try to learn this stuff. And now I'm giving it away for free to you. So in just a few minutes, I'm going to share with you the 3 secrets that I personally use to achieve my goals in my fitness business. So are you excited about that? Okay. Let's talk about it. My secret number 1, the biggest secret for me, how I was able to do this, is number 1, and it sounds super simple, but it's very powerful, is finding out where your prospects, potential clients, hangs out online. It's that simple. You see, most of the time, what we might do is we'll post our offers in personal training groups. You might post your stuff in your church stuff, but you have to ask yourself, where do my audience hangs out? let's take it a step out back. Who do you enjoy training? Who you enjoy servicing? I could tell you that I had many people I didn't enjoy at all. They suck. I didn't want to get up in the morning to train them. They were a pain in the butt. But because I was greedy for money, I took it. But when I realized I could just target the people that I enjoyed, I had to define who I enjoyed. Is it mummies between 35 and 40 who's trying to lose the baby weight? It could be that. Or could it be just, let's say, financial big bankers or hedge fund bankers in Wall Street? It could be that. What about supermodels? Keeping them in tip-top shape? It could be that as well. But you have to identify the people you enjoy. And these are some of these groups I tell you about is what I personally did. So until I find out who I really passionately enjoy the most of all of them. But you could do that as well. So figure out that, how and where these people now hang out online. So what I observe is back in the days, not so long ago, I was big into martial arts. I love fitness. I love martial arts, and I've been doing martial arts for quite some time. And I remember in college, we'll go online and these forums where you only find martial artists only there, and they'll talk about the competitions and they'll talk about the fighting circuit and how much money they make. So and I used to go there and be talking and texting, and they'll share some of the strategies, what they have been doing for the points, and really cool. So for me to find martial artists, I knew that forum was a place that all of them circulate around talking about martial arts and martial arts competition and working as a martial artist. That was a place. And I knew that for a fact. And so me now knowing that, I took that same philosophy, finding out where do my prospects hang out online. Is it a blog? Is it a YouTube channel? Is it a Facebook group? Where do they hang out? When you figure out that, now you're golden. When you figure out where your prospects hanging out, that's step number one in that secret. So let's do step number one in that secret is you have to now figure out what are the problems. What are the problems? What are they struggling with? You have to know that so well, even better than them when you articulate it. So you know the problem. They say, man, this guy, this girl, they didn't know me. When they hear you speak, they say like this, they should resonate with them. So able to articulate their problem much better than them. That's step one in the secret number one. Step number two is figure out exactly what they want to buy. What they want to buy to solve the problem. Are they willing to buy in-person training? Are they want to buy some kind of application and they'll just do it over an app? Do they want to buy a pre-record program like P90X or something like that? Or what do they want to buy? You have to find out exactly what they want to buy. And you could find out that many ways. You could run surveys, ask them bluntly in some groups, hey, what would you prefer? And you'll get those answers from them outright. You'll find out what exactly they want to buy. So now you're not going to waste your time to create a program saying, no, this is what they want, and trying to fit them in a box. But it'll feel so authentic that you're creating the services around them and what they want. Not what you want, what they want. And by you doing that, you find they'll be buying at a higher rate because you have to present it to them and say, hey, I got your stuff. And you'll find it buying into your service. So find out first, again, as I said, what are the problems, what they want to buy. The third is figuring out what are the key strokes are like. What are they searching for on the social media or the search engine platforms? What are they searching for on YouTube? What are they searching for? What are some of the keywords they're using in Google or Bing or Ask or one of those search engines? By you figuring it out now, you could say, oh, okay, I could run some ads against these words because that's what it's searching for. And most likely, they'll click on my stuff, convince them enough, they will purchase. So look into collecting at least, I will say, at least 1,000 keywords that your prospects or potential prospects are looking to, or they're searching for when it comes to searching for your service. And last but not least is figure out and learn their lingo, how they speak. So if you're servicing, let's say, engineers, and you want to focus on computer engineers who are looking to lose weight, you're saying, how do the people speak? How do they conversate? Their words. Look into the forum and see how they talk. Because by you learning how they talk, you will talk their lingo so it resonates with them. You can't just go now and say, yo, how your stuff, man? Do you want it? Most likely they wouldn't buy your stuff. You have to understand the way to communicate, and you will be in the pocket. So first, again, find out exactly, as I said, is crafting a program around them and not trying to fit them in your stuff. Find out exactly where they hang out online. Now, find out the keywords, find out how they speak. And that's simple secret number one. So I'm showing you these stuff to show you that all this stuff helped me to at least achieve my goals, what I'm talking about in my fitness business, and you could do the same. And I was able to combine this stuff to use it in my mass conversion. Yeah. So when I send a message out, a ton of people coming in floods, and I just take one day, and I just spread the message, I shared with them, and boom, I was able to achieve my goals. And you could do the same. I'm no different from you. I'm a personal trainer just like yourself. I'm a fitness wellness professional just like you. I'm into nutrition just like you. I'm an entrepreneur just like you. I just figured out these simple strategies which I'm sharing with you today. And I want you to implement that for 2023. So that's secret number 2, right? And I hope you could see the bells is ringing off in your head why mass conversion is the key to succeeding as a personal trainer. Hell with this trying to make things work and trying to get a body referral, and it takes too much time, and you want to be able to pay your bills, live your lifestyle you want, the lifetime of your life of your dreams. You want to do that right now. Enough is enough. Either you're all in or just get 2 other jobs to try to pretend because fitness will just be a hobby for you. Go all in, and I'm sharing it with you. I'm sharing everything with you. So secret number 2, first, as I said, is understanding where prospects hangs out and stuff like that. And I think this the secret number 2 is now crafting a hook or a message that will get the people in. What kind of bait could you lure these people in? And I can tell you a quick story. This man was telling me about him and his son. And he said what he liked to do every Sunday is go fishing with his son and just sit on the boat, and they throw they reel out with a worm, and they just sit. And many times they wouldn't get any bite. And he does that because his dad used to do it with him. And it's a good way for him to bond with his kid. And he loved it. But the kid didn't enjoy it. The kid find there was no fish, and it wasn't a fun thing because he can't get no fish at all. So why should it try? And he was frustrated. So the dad found out from a man he met that there is a place, like a pond kind of place where you could go and pay a fee. You could get in, and you could throw your reel and catch fishes because they have schools of fish there, but it's a catch and release. So now he was able to take his son to a place that he knew it was abundance of fishes, and he could have much more fun, and it could be much more a joy for his son getting as much fish as he like, as much catch as he like per day, every single time they go. So he went And he did it with his son, and it was much more a better experience that him and his son did that for so much years until he was like 22, because they just enjoyed the fun thing of catching different sizes of fishes, different type of fishes with different hooks and different baits. They could attract certain type of fish. And then he knew it was a guarantee of getting the fish. And I say this to tell you the same thing. It's most of the time we struggle with this whole thing is because we don't know how to get a fish. We don't know how to get the people. And that sometimes make it very frustrating, very discouraging. It feels like you're running up a mountain, with a slip-on, and it's just slippery, trying to climb up with no grip. You feel, sometimes you just feel to throw in the towel, and I understand that because I myself felt that way once. Because first, if you know where the prospect hang out, now you need to know exactly what type of bait to use to get the people. So what I tend to do is ask. It's that simple. First and foremost, what I'll tell you is to do is it's run a survey. Run a survey and ask the people exactly, what are they interested in? What are the struggles they battle with? Those kind of stuff. By you asking, what are your biggest struggles? How long have you been struggling with? These kind of questions. If you could snap your finger and make two parts of your body transform overnight, what would it be? Most people say belly and butt or legs. Most of the times, you'll find out exactly what are the areas they're struggling with. So you could create baits for them. It's that simple. So now let's say they're telling you the big one, I want to lose my tummy, I want to get a flat stomach, and tighten up my legs. You now could create a quick PDF, because these freebies could be in many forms. PDF, it could be in video, it could be in podcast or audio, it could be many different ways, right? It could be, so the PDF could be just, again, a PDF or some kind of infographic thing with colors and stuff, or just text. It's up to you. It's up to you. If you like to write, you could do that. It could also be in a blog forum as well. All these stuff could be free content you could give. How it could structure it, like this. 5 ways to losing your tummy in 90 days, 120 days, whatever it is. So you see, how to X by Y, right? Or X ways to Y. 3 ways to losing your tummy. It's that simple. And by you creating these basic hooks, you'll be now resonating with the people and the thought process in their head to say, I want to lose my tummy. I want to tighten my legs. And you'll opt into your service or your thingy, your free your stuff, or it could be for very cheap, where they can now come in, absorb the information, and now see that you are the expert to help them get what they want. All right? These are simple stuff. Now let's look at the video. Videos could be the same thing, but you just do it in video format and you put it out there. It's that simple. Next video format I would say is going live in your group. Next way could be inviting them to a webinar, some masterclass or workshop via Zoom or whatever, Google Meet or whatever. Bringing these people into your world and you demonstrating and showing them how they could do it. All right. And then the last is audio. I always tell people one of the biggest impact you could do is having your own media company. And one of them I say is podcast. Create your own podcast and give and demonstrate your expertise is the next way you could actually bribe the people in. Right? So these are just simple stuff. You have the hook. So we have where they are, the hook. Now let's run some. Let's try to get some traffic in now. That's the goal, right? So if you doing it, if you're doing through a PDF format, I always say to have a call to action where you invite them to do one action, and that action is to come down to your place a certain time of the day, the month, whatever, to for that thingy, that next step, and we're trying to sell them on your services. Same with the webinar or masterclass or workshops or video pre-recorded that you may just send to them via email, text, or they go to your YouTube, whatever it might be, or you're live on Facebook. You have these stuff done, all set. So you know where they're hanging out, right? You know the bait to give them. Right, now let's talk about the traffic. Traffic is the big thing. We need to get the traffic because we know where they're hanging out. Yeah, we know what they want to buy and all this goody stuff. Right? We know exactly the type of bait we could use. Now, how could I get the traffic? How can I get them into my business in boatload? I'm talking about Zim container load. I'm talking about a lot. So what we will do is get in the traffic. There's many ways to get a traffic, and what I tend to do is I tend to go and find out the big guns and find out where they're getting their traffic from, where the Crunch is getting the traffic from, where the Equinoxes is getting the traffic from, where the Barry's Bootcamp in Chelsea, where they're getting their traffic from. I find out exactly where they're getting the traffic from, and I go right there and place myself there as well. And I get a ton of people coming down as well for my service, for my either in person or live service. And you can do the same thing. The same thing. So traffic, you can get the traffic many different ways. I told you before, my traffic source when I was younger was through newspapers, and through lead boxes. That's where I was getting most of my traffic. But for me to really transform, and the transition I'm starting to take is finding a place that the people hang out, run some paid ads that the people will resonate to with hook. Now I get the people down into my space. So step number one in this secret is pick a channel that you want to work on. You can have multiple one as well. Because I always say pick multiple, because Google, like Facebook, for example, I remember I'll spend, let's say, $6,000, just saying $6,000. And okay, let me go back to the basic. When I first spent my first $500, I was able to get $2,500 back, like people signing up and stuff, right? And then when I increased my value and my pricing, and I invest now $5,000, I was able to get $60,000 back. Yeah. So every time I put in money, I get money back in, and it was like a guarantee. But when Facebook changed the algorithm, things change up. You know, you was paying more per click, and it was kind of funky. And then it continued changing. And then it happened again with the Google, with the Apple kind of slap with Facebook, and it changed again, and the algorithm changed again. And so I always say is have multiple channels that you're running your ads on, because in case you get a slap or any form of changes, you could know that you could have different sources that you could get your traffic from. So it could be anywhere from Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Pinterest. Don't sleep on Pinterest, guys. Pinterest is a money pit. Reddit as well as a money pit. You know, another money pit, instead of you just throwing it and not coming out. I'm talking about money coming into your pit. Yeah. So don't sleep on those places. LinkedIn, LinkedIn is a cool way if you're looking to target affluent crowd of people. Also, you can work with local blogs that have a ton of traffic. You could work locally with them and say, hey, I would like to run some ads on your blog, because you see they're getting like 1 million hits per month. You could work something out with them and put an ad on their blog and get a ton of traffic. There's so much different ways. You could also use email marketing as the next way to actually target the people, text marketing to target the people. There's so much different ways to get the traffic in. I just share with you a few of them, and up to you now to choose which one is best for you. So I could say Right now, you might be saying, wow, Joel, that was a lot of information. That was a lot of information. I can say yes. Because when you're able to learn this stuff, you'll get to realize all the stuff I share with you. You realize you don't need a tech person to build anything. You realize you don't need a marketer, Facebook manager or social media manager. You would need none of those stuff when you learn how easy it is to do this strategy I'm sharing with you. And all what I'm trying to share with you is to show you and convince you that mass conversion is the way. Period. Not one-on-one, not trying to burst your head how you're getting the next person into your door or the next dollar into your pocket to pay your bills. Mass conversion is the only way for you to actually succeed as a personal trainer, nutrition coach, wellness professional. If you're into coaching basketball or martial arts or soccer and you're into this fitness space and you want to be able to venture out and either do it online or do your own thing, the key is mass conversion. Martial artists, you need people in groups. As a soccer coach, you need people in groups. If you're a basketball coach, you need people for you to live the lifestyle you want. You have to, the whole goal is convincing as much people as possible to opt in into your services or product that you provide, period. Period, hands down. And I hope you can see that today. That's my whole goal, is to show you how is that possible. Now you're seeing that. I want to know if you getting exactly what I'm talking about. Do you understand exactly what I'm talking about? Could you see the possibilities, how you can achieve that as well? I want you to tell me yes, no, maybe. I want to find out, do you understand, if you're able to see how you could actually achieve it as well. Okay, cool. You say yes. Let me dive into the next thing. I would like to spend at least 10 minutes to share with you how you'll be able to do it. Is it okay if I spend 10 minutes just sharing with you something that could help you take you to the next level? Okay. If you say yes, I want to see yes, because I already know the information already. I don't want to, I just want to make sure you want the information as well. And if such, please say yes in the comments and I'll share it with you how you can take it to the next level. If you're looking for that help to at least figure it out. Because I share a ton of information for the last, I don't know, hour or so with you. There was a ton of information. So I'm hearing yes. Okay, cool. So if it's such, let me share with you over the next 10 minutes or so how you could be able to achieve this moving forward. So let's dive into this together as a squad, right? So I know for a fact, when it comes to mass conversion, there's certain things that you need, period. And today I would like to share with you and introduce you to mass conversion formula. Something I've been using for years. Over the years, every year, the technology coming out, always tweaking it, so you're getting something up to date, nothing outdated stuff. You're getting the mass conversion formula today. It is a 90 days. In 90 days is something I don't do at all. It's a 90 days with me, showing you exactly step by step, each day, exactly what you need to do to achieve the goals I achieved. This is the same thing. I usually do accelerated version, like 6 weeks, that's it. But no, I'm giving you 90 days because I want to make sure this year, 2023, become your year where you not just crush it, but you are happy inside, internally and externally, with the results that you're getting from your clients, the amount of clients you're getting, the ideal clients you're attracting, not only that, but the lifestyle you're living. So that'll be that 90 days process. I'll be sharing everything with you live within the group and also on Zoom. where we could you could come on, ask me questions. I'll be going over your all of the stuff that I'll give you to do. If you're stuck in any way, I'll be helping you achieve it. So you will never really be left alone at all. This whole program is with my philosophy is no one left behind. And I got that actually from the Trolls. My daughter loved that movie. With no trolls left behind. I'm saying no personal trainer, no nutritionist, no wellness professional left behind. I'm here with you to help you along the way. And that is with the mass conversion formula for fitness professionals. That's what you're getting. And this same formula, again, didn't only work for me. This worked for hundreds of other individuals that I share this information with in New York City during my time before the COVID period. And then I got the opportunity to share it with the world since 2020. And now I'm sharing it with you, my people, my squad. So take advantage of this. Again, I kind of express it as much as we love what we do. I know you love what you do. So take advantage of this. Please. Please, I beg you. So I shared it with a good friend of mine. His name is Kenneth. Nice personality. I used to call him Ricky Suave because I love his personality just attract people. But he was always saying the wrong things, and I started to share that we need to understand how people think, people type, and what process is going on in the head, and just help them make the decision. The goal is not to sell the people on your product, but sell the people that they need to do this for themselves. They are the one in charge. Make them feel that they are making this decision on their own. Never make them feel like it's a forced thing. And I shared that information with him, and he was able to crush it. He is killing the numbers. He told me that he may hit 7 figures before the end of the year. The end of the year is not yet. So I had to reach out to him to find out if he hit that 7 figures, and he's crushing it. He's doing a kind of hybrid, but he's doing like 10% offline and 90% online because he could get more people, and he loved it. He just enjoyed it, So I did it with him, and he was able to see that results. Also shared with a good friend of mine, and her name is Mimi. And Mimi was able to achieve similar goals as well. And she is big into cycling, and we call spin. And she was able to formulate her own spin class online from home and crush it. She made high 6 figures, and I'm really happy for her. So this is something I'm telling you that you could actually do that as well. Again, this will work for any personal trainer. This will work for Group X trainers, yoga professional, Pilates, martial arts instructor, nutrition coaches, dietitian coaches. I'm talking about this will work for martial artists who have the little studio. I'm talking about basketball coaches who are looking to create a program, put it out online. Since you are into this wellness space, health and wellness space, you could do this as well. This work for all types of health and wellness professionals, period. Right? What you get, again, what you get is actually the mass conversion formula. That's 3 months of me coaching you, as I said, and that value by itself is $25,000. Again, people pay me $25,000 for the 6 weeks, but I'm extending it for 3 months just to make sure you achieve this, right? So you get in the mass conversion formula, $25,000 value. This is all yours, ready for the races. And I hope you could see how you could actually start making a fortune, getting the clients, making 2023 your year. Right? So you're getting all the stuff like the contracts. And I paid for the contracts, right? So I'm not a lawyer, but I was privileged to train some top lawyers in New York City. And I wanted to find out to make sure I cover my butt, my end. And they tell me, okay, Joel, pay me X, Y, and Z. and I paid thousands of dollars to make sure I have all these different contracts to cover my end. Everything from the services we're providing, addendums, and all these contracts that you need, even your waivers and disclaimers, everything. I'm giving it absolutely free to you. Just change my name to your name, and you're off to the races. Again, I'm not a lawyer, but I'm talking about I'm giving you thousands of dollars worth included in this mass conversion formula. You're getting all of that absolutely free, and that by itself alone is over $15,000 I paid over maybe 3 years because I always knew I had to get others, and I just got them, right? And every time I step up the game, certain people, I want to always cover my butt with certain things. I got all these, and I'm giving it to you. How does that sound? Who excited to get that as well? Good, 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 good. So you're getting that in as well. So you're getting rid of a gym if you want to do it online. Well, if you are entrepreneur, you're getting rid of I'm telling you, if you choose to do that route, one-to-many selling, and you want to do one-to-many training, like in group session, you can get rid of some of your personal trainers. You could, or you could expand with it as well. So you have to consider that you'll get rid of your tech guy. You don't need a tech guy to do your website and stuff. I'm telling you, none of that. You don't need it, and I'll show you how. You'll get rid of a copywriter because you get rid of that as well. You'll get rid of all of these stuff since you get this entire program, which is the mass conversion formula. All right. So the second thing you'll get, the third thing you'll get, because I told you get the conversion, the mass conversion formula, you get the contracts. So what else would you get as well with this? I'll give you. You say, okay, Joel, okay, you teach me everything. I get the contracts to cover my butt. All okay, it's good. But what about this tech thing? I'm not so good with this website and this funnels I'm hearing about. I don't know how to do it. Okay, here's the deal. I'm giving you my top 4 funnels, web funnels that generate 7 figures in my business. I'm giving it to you. Absolutely free. Just change my picture with yours, change my text with yours, and you're off to the races. You're getting all of that absolutely free. What price could I put on that? I can say it's priceless. But just to build one funnel, when I first paid somebody, one funnel alone, it cost me $10,000. So you're watching a total value of those funnel. If you're looking at just building it off by you giving somebody to build it for yourself, you're talking about at least $40,000 funnel. It had been tweaked, so I could tell you it worked, and you're getting it for yourself. So there's no guess game in this now. None. So you have the contracts. You'll learn exactly what to do to attract your clients and do this mass conversion strategy like what I'm doing. You will get all of these stuff, and it's all yours. So you're watching 25,000 contracts. It's over 15,000. The funnels, the $1 million funnels, 4 of them is a $40 value, $40,000. So you're watching thousands of dollars. You're getting all of these when you join the program. I'm trying not to get much people. I just want a handful of people to really hold and craft and show you exactly what to do, because I have my own business to run as well. So I'm looking for just a handful of people to mold and share this information with my squad of people here. And we have over 2,000 people in our private group. So you get all of that. So I hope you could see the possibilities and how easy it will be for you. The funnels itself, before when I was trying to do it myself, I do know how to create it now, but when I first started, I had to pay a designer, and I got somebody first in India. They gave me something, I didn't like it. Then I got a programmer who said they could do some design. So I paid a girl in New York City, was $4,000 just to design the stuff, then send it out to a guy in Ukraine, in Kiev, really nice guy. He was able to design it, but it didn't come out the way I want. Horrible. So I had to go the hard route, the hard way. I had to learn personally how to how to create a funnel. I learned how to code. I learned all these stuff, designing, all this stuff to just figure out how to create a funnel. And then I had to understand marketing and how to make the flow work to drive the people to make the action. I had to learn all this stuff. It cost me tens of thousands of dollars. You don't have to do that, not at all. I'm giving to you absolutely free. Can you see how easy it is for you to achieve this now? I hope you can see the possibility. So I give you now I give you again the mass conversion formula. I give you the contracts. I give you your $1 million for funnels. And I said, what else could I give you to make sure you succeed at really crushing it for 2023? And I'm thinking, what else? Oh, what about giving you custom email campaigns? Because now you're getting the people in. You want to make sure you could follow up, you could indoctrinate them. You have certain emails for promotional days like Black Friday and 4th of July. And you want to make sure you have, I said, okay, I think this could help because it's something I personally do. So I'm giving you not copy and paste swipe files. No. I could give you that, yeah, and you could just change it as you like. But no, I'll be giving you custom tailored, which myself and my team will do for you. Done for you. We'll talk, we'll chat a little, and I'll figure out your audience, your niche, and we'll craft a message for your emails for you absolutely free. I'm talking about the indoctrination email, your promotional email, your sales emails. We'll be doing all of those stuff for you. And that value by itself, hands down, is over $15,000. You could go and hire a copywriter to do 50 emails, 60 emails. They'll charge you a ton of money for it. I'm giving it to you absolutely free when you get the mass conversion formula today. Could you see how easy I'm making it for you? So now you have the mass conversion, the contracts, you have the $1 million funnels. Now you have the emails to follow up and to interact with them. And so I'm thinking myself, okay, so you have all this stuff because I use the emails and people say emails is dead. But Facebook contact me by email, Google contact me by email, and I still read it. Email is not dead. That's how most of the big guns still reaching out to you via email or text. That's how they're reaching out to you. It's not dead. I'm actually crushing it with email, and I'll show you how you could. Since the people opt into your stuff, they're looking forward to read something from you. So I'm giving to you absolutely free, making it super easy for you to make it for 2023. So now you have that. So I'm asking myself, okay, what else, Joel? What else could personal trainers or wellness professionals need to make it happen for them for 2023? And I said, okay. And I'm thinking about my business now and what I've done. I said, okay, what about a sales copy? Ooh, yeah. So you might be saying, what is a sales copy? Sales copy is this. When you have the funnel, you may say, okay, Joel, I like your text and I'm changing around stuff, but I want my own custom tailored text because I'm dealing with mommies, I'm dealing with this type of people. Copy is words that sell. So your sales page, the page that is sending them to drive them to do the action to buy your stuff, we will custom tailor that absolutely free for you as well. And that alone is, the value of that is $11,997. You're getting that absolutely free when you join the mass conversion formula. So, okay, you're getting the mass conversion formula. You're getting the contracts. You're getting the $1 million funnels. You're getting the custom tailored email campaigns. You're getting sales copy. Sounding good. So you have all of this stuff at your disposal. And I was thinking, okay, if all this did for you was give you, let's just say, a peace of mind that you could just pay your bills, pay all the bills, they have food to eat, they could take care of your family. If all it did was that, would it not worth it? If all this did was give you more freedom to spend time with your family, spend time with yourself, improve on your health, take your family to vacation, if all it did was that, wouldn't it not worth it? If all it did was give you that opportunity to pay off for your home or buy a new home, would it not worth it? I'm asking this question today because I want to find out, what do you think? Right now, I can tell you this, I have two choices. And the first choice I was thinking is I can make this extremely, extremely cheap and give it to everybody. I could do that. Or I could make it a little more cost effective, more expensive. Just take a handful of people so I could spend more time with them and serve them much more better at a higher level. So that's the choice I had. And I'm thinking, what should I do? And I decide I should go the second one, the second option. Have just a handful of people, just charge a little more so I can spend more time with them so they can achieve their goals. And what I'm trying to say is today, I'm giving you that opportunity. Generally speaking, the general public coming to me looking for this service, they all spend over $20,000 just for the formula by itself, and I'll give it to them. And it's worth it. It worth every single dollar of it because they know they'll make much, much, much more. If for some reason you could put $1 in and get $100 out, how much time a day would you be putting in $1 in? Whole day, every day, right? So you're looking at this as an investment to you, that you're putting an investment in yourself, your business, and you know that you will get your reward that you're looking for. You'll get the clients you're looking for. You'll have the tool set, the information to get the people, close the people, and live the life of your dreams. So could you see that happening? So 25,000, no, to me is not a problem. I enjoy it. But today and today only, I'm offering you something that is crazy ridiculous. I'm giving you the opportunity to get all of these stuff. So what you getting again? What are you getting? Well, let me explain what you're getting again so you can understand. There's no guesswork in this, right? So what you're getting today, it's the mass conversion formula. You're getting the contracts, the $1 million funnel. Well, you're getting the custom tailor email, you're getting the sales copy. All of that you get it absolutely when you join the mass conversion today. And you have me coaching you over the next 3 months to make sure you achieve it. No one left behind strategy. That's my philosophy. And you're getting all of that for crazy, crazy, ridiculous price of investment. Or if you invest today, you to get started at $1,997. That's it. Yeah. You heard me right. $1,997. That's all you have to invest in. If there's something that appeals to you, reach out to me because I'm just looking for a handful of people to make this happen. I'll put the link in the description so you can take advantage of it. Go ahead, do this now. Make 2023 your year. The year is now. And you know January and February is the big rush, the massive rush where you make the most killing. You could achieve this right now, like immediately. So we will accelerate the first month so you can get people in, and then we'll show you different tactics and strategies that you could continue implementing throughout the course of the year to continue to be crushing it as well. So go ahead, take advantage of this, and click the link. I'll put the link in the description. Click the link. It's only $1,997. This same thing, well, I should say there's nothing like this out there online. Everybody's giving you pre-recorded garbage that is outdated. I am with you, showing you exactly what I'm implementing right now. I'm talking about currently and how you could replicate it in your business. You want to call it a hustle, in your hustle as well. And I'll show you exactly what to do. And right now, many people may be thinking that, okay, Joel, but I'm not tech savvy though. You tell me what is funnel and it's kind of boggling my head. You don't have to worry about it. It will just be a click. You just click it and you'll go straight into your account, which will be populated. I'll have it in different platforms. I'll have it on Kartra. I'll have it on ClickFunnels. So you have to click a button, it'll upload into your account, and boom, you're off to the races. You don't have to deal with no set of tech stuff. Simple. At the same time, I will be walking through how to install it on one of the classes, one of the days. We'll be exactly step by step. Everything will be step by step. So we'll be uploading the web funnel. We'll be dealing with the headlines. We'll be dealing with the text. We'll be dealing with every single thing. So you don't have to worry about the tech. You're all okay. Some people might be saying, but okay, Joel, but the marketing thing sounding a little scary. Do I have to like invest a fortune? And I'll tell you, definitely no. I'll share with you my personal secret that I'm doing right now. I'll show you how you can implement it where you're not even spending $100 for the year, for the month, actually. So you're spending less than $100 a month and you're making tens of thousands of dollars by a simple strategy that I'm implemented in my business that I'm sharing with you as well. So that's some of the questions you might be asking on your mind, and you might be even thinking, but Joel, if I have a question, could I call you and get the answer, or would there be someone to support me and help me? And the answer is yes, yes, and yes. Right? I will actually be giving you a direct phone number, which will be just for that. But you can call me. It'll have certain hours of the day, work hours or office hours. They can call me, ask any question. If not me, one of the staff members, and I myself could be able to address it. I'll be going live a lot, and even through all these live sessions, we will have it open for Q&A, so you could come up with your questions. I'll give certain times where you could actually come with your entire project, and I'll break it down for you live and show you where you might be need a little fixing or tweaking, and I'll be there with you throughout the entire process. Again, the whole thing is about no one left behind. 2023 is your year, and you will achieve it with the mass conversion formula. So you get in again. So I just repeat it again so you know exactly what you get in this whole process. You get in the mass conversion formula, you get in the contracts, you get in the $1 million funnels, you get in the custom tailored email campaign, you get in the sales copy as well. All of these, absolutely, when you get the mass conversion formula today. Again, it's ridiculously simple to get started. All you need to do is click the link and put in information, and you're all set. When you get started, immediately you'll be sent to welcome small mini course, which actually be prompting you for what we're going to dive into. That mini course will be going through some of the stuff we talk about today and a little more exactly what you need to get done before we go live. So stuff like your groups and your Facebook groups, and we'll be step by step certain things that you need to implement before we go live. So when we go live in our training, we just getting it done every single day, done. So you will have those information to binge on, knock it out. You have the worksheets to make sure you keep on point on the things we need to cover, and much, much more. So if you're excited about this, I am super excited about it, and I'm happy, really happy to have you on board and to make us your year, my year, the best year ever in our fitness and wellness business. So go ahead, click the link right now. It's in the description, and yeah, I can't wait to see you on the inside. So that's it for now. If you have any questions for me, you can feel free and you can ask that question as well. But if not, I will see you on the workshop. We're just starting on the 1st, which is a couple days from now. This Monday, we're starting live and we're going all in. So go ahead, click the link. Let's get started.